of the day, that's the only way somebody running a business can think about things. Are we delighting the people that we're here to serve? Not our competitors, not the rhetoric, blah, blah, blah. It's all about the customers.
You said we are always looking for interns. This year you had to fire 5,000 people. Was it the first time in the history of Microsoft that you had to fire somebody?
Yeah, well, we fired somebody. It's the first time we've done a major set of redundancies.
Because of the recession and the crisis.
And we still had over 1,000 interns working for us last summer.
Right, but they're cheap.
Well, it's not about the expense. Really, it's not. It's important, even if you are going to have a smaller company, you still need a vital source of new talent, new blood, new ideas. And so we're going to have interns for the summer, and we're going to hire, you know, a regular flow of people right out of university, because if you're not bringing in new talent, you can't, you know, really survive and prosper as a company.
Okay, let's see. Over there.
Yeah, hi Steve, nice to meet you. What I wondered is, how does Microsoft view the threat of competitors offering products for free? For example, say Microsoft 7 against, hold on the G word, Google Chrome, for example.
Well, you know, in the world of the internet, there are going to be a variety of things that people used to pay for that now can get offered for free. We've been competing with Linux. For a number of years, Linux is free. Free's not magic. It's just another price. And so, in a sense, what I tell our people is we've got to offer better value.
But this generation is basically, sorry for the word, stealing everything. They're copying illegal movies. Who copies, downloads movies illegal?
Yeah.
Come on, be honest. Music. Music, yes. And what about Windows 7, his new toy? I mean, if you could get a hand on it, would you copy it illegal? Oh, they have it. Who has it? You're lying.
Oh, the beta's out there. I'm sure there are people who have it. I hope so.
But this is a big problem for you, because if everybody steals, you don't get any profit. How do you solve that problem for people getting their stuff for free?
Look, we've been coping with the notion of people stealing our stuff forever. It's not a new phenomenon to have people copy software. We made a decision about 25 years ago that
there is one here, actually. He has your... Is it Windows 7, what you have there?
Yes, this is Windows 7.
Okay, arrest him.
Let me explain. I also attended to your keynote this morning, and we received a free copy, so thank you.
Oh. It's not stolen at all.
It's going to happen. The question is, do we make it a lot harder for the people who pay by making it tough to copy? We made a decision and said we're not going to make it super tough to copy, but we're going to have to convince people that it's worth, you know, getting the real thing. We're not going to do perfectly, but we're sure going to try.
Okay, let's talk about somebody else. Somebody who was a student at this university. Somebody who's probably in your top 3 of enemies next to Google and Apple. Let's talk about Nelly Kroes, but first let's have a look at her.
Microsoft has illegally abused its market position. Microsoft continued to abuse its powerful market position after our March 2004 decision requiring it to change that practice. There are lessons that I hope Microsoft and any other company contemplating similar illegal action will learn.
1.7 billion euros. That's a lot of money. How have you been talking about this woman, Nelly Kroes, in your offices? Did you hate her? Was she the witch of the company? Or?
No, look, we respect people do their jobs. And I know Commissioner is doing her job the way she sees right. You know, when you're the market leader in a new market, what does that mean? What are the new rules? Because rules get written essentially around new situations. Commissioner's doing her job to the best of her abilities. We've been doing our jobs to the best of our abilities. I think everybody acts in good faith. We're trying to do our jobs and work this through to the best of our abilities.
By coincidence, it looks like Microsoft and Nelly Kroes is coming to an agreement. This is the front page of the Financial Times, and this article is about that agreement. But the question is, why did you battle her so long for so much money for something you had to do in the end anyway?
Over the course of the period of time, what the commission was doing and what we were doing was actually trying to define a new set of rules that would be appropriate in this day and age. Now we're hopeful that we all understand what might be an appropriate new set of rules, but one that allows us to continue to put new innovations into Windows and do what I think our customers want us to do.
Questions?
What does your work make so much fun? And do you still have goals to achieve?
Oh, yeah. I love my job for a few reasons. Number one, I get to meet and talk to great, interesting people inside the company and out. I get a chance to work on things that I think make a very positive difference in society. And I get to work on hard problems that keep my brain kind of activated and engaged. You had a second part to your question.
The goals.
I forgot.
Yeah, because
goals. Goals. My sons have goals for me. Clear goals. Dad, you have to be this successful in music players. You have to be this successful in search before you retire. So get to work, Dad. I said to him, maybe I should stay home. They say, no, Microsoft needs you to go achieve these goals. So I take that from my sons.
You achieved a lot, but what do you want to achieve for yourself?
No, the thing that would be most fun for me is 10 years after I'm gone from Microsoft, that it's far more successful and far more effective a company than it ever was when I was there. Because that would mean that we had set things up for future success, and I don't think I'll know whether I've really done a good job until I've been gone a long time.
Are you leaving anytime soon?
What I've told people is I'll leave when my last son goes to university. He's 10 years old, so you've got me for a long time.
Hopefully they will let you.
Yeah, though they could also throw me out, but I'm optimistic about that.
Over here.
Hi. What are the most important lessons you personally learned during your time at Microsoft?
I'd say a couple. Number one, patience. We worked on Windows for 8 years. We failed, we got back up. We failed again, we got back up. And being patient, being tenacious, so important, so important. I'd say that's probably number one. Number two, I think that talented people will always have a level of success, but luck is an important factor to having outsized success. And we have certainly been successful beyond anything Bill Gates or I ever anticipated. And that was a lot of hard work and also some luck.
Next one, over here.
Hi, Steve. You mentioned in your story that you also care a lot about family and the private stuff. But how can you make time for that kind of stuff? Because I think that you're one of the most busiest men now on this time, in this crisis. So much things to do. How do you make the time for your private life?
Excel. No, I'm serious. I have a budget, a time budget that I manage in Excel. And it says travel, 85 nights a year, and then I allocate them. It says, you know, a time to spend one-on-one with employees, check. Time to think, check. Time to travel, check, 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 check. And then my secretary and I, we're always allocating against the budget. She has a rule. When I'm in town, I don't start meetings without very special exceptions before 8, so I can help get the kids moving and going to school. I used to drive to the bus, but my oldest boy now drives the other 2 little guys to school. So I'm pretty disciplined. I'm out here this week. I'm in Europe. I'll work, 18 hours a day. I love it. I'm charged up. I'm excited. But the rule is I'm going to be home Friday night, and I'll be there for my 10-year-old's football game on Saturday. And I'm just, you got to be disciplined and budget. I happen to use Excel myself for that purpose.
You're a very busy man, and actually your staff is telling me already that you have to go actually right now. But before you go, before we let you go, what is the best advice in these terrible times of crisis you can give to the over 600 students here at the Erasmus University? What is your best advice?
The most important thing I said earlier, but I'll emphasize it again. Find something. Find it while you're at Erasmus. Find it when you get out and you're working. Find something that just really switches you on. You know, with me, I got switched on 3 times really in my life before I got to Microsoft. Miss Van Stickle
Yes.
scared me and switched me on.
Your perfect teacher from Belgium, yes.
Absolutely, number one. But that was it. I had a teacher when I was in 9th grade who decided I was good at math. And he started really encouraging me and pushing me. And I got switched on when I was in high school about math. But then when I got to college, I decided I didn't love math anymore. What was I going to get switched on by? And I became what we call the manager for the football team at Harvard, which meant I had to organize the buses and the meals when we were traveling. It's a logistics job. But it really switched me on to the things of business. If you want to make a difference and be your best, realize, as we say at Microsoft, your full potential. It's because you're going to be passionate, you're going to care, you're going to be activated and energized. And I can't think of anything that sort of leads to greater rewards in life than that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Stay, just a second. Before you go. Wait a second, sit down. You say somewhere when we were researching you that when somebody sends you an email, they will get a response. And we tried it, and you did respond, I think, within 7 hours, which is quite amazing with the time difference. So, everybody who has watched this show, als je hebt gekeken, als je wilt reageren op Steve Ballmer, we're gonna make you a busy boy. No, we won't give your email address, but our
I already
email address.
did.
Oh, yes, you did. college.tour@nps.nl. Dat is ons e-mailadres. Stuur al je reacties op deze man, op deze uitzending naar dat e-mailadres. En dan kijken we wel wat we ermee doen. We sturen ze allemaal door. Hartstikke bedankt voor het kijken. Steve Ballmer, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.